Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. You've got Luka Doncic, Walker out there with LeBron James, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the two-guard. Here's LeBron. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Doncic outside. Some nice passing here by the West. 5 on the clock. They double-team Walker. And finished off by Walker.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball. And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Walker is screen on Brunson. Poked away. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Doncic. Outside, Walker. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Young outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by the West.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Walker. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. The East trail by 3. Giannis with it. Now defended by Jokic. Now here's Embiid. Giannis with it. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP, plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Now, here's Doncic. Walker with a screen for Doncic. The West again cannot hit. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Pass to Young. Brunson with a clean look. And another miss by the East. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And here is Tatum after LeBron James hitting the three. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Walker is screen on Young. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the West hit again from deep.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines.
And so Curry will bring it up for the West. You've got Banchero. Trae Young is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's George in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Team foul.
Walker's gone. Just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will. And have taken control on the glass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
The basket good off the assist from Young. George has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the East All-Stars. Here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Banchero outside. The 3 from George. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Walker. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Banchero outside. To the inside. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Here's Walker. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Paolo Banchero. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Pass to Curry, to the middle. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Count that bucket.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight, we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Rejected by Walker. Curry dishes to Walker. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell.
Second team foul.
And that'll be his third foul so far. Giannis, he's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. James is checked in. Walker with a screen for James. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the East. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. George finds Young. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Brunson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Brunson's got 22.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Playing with the lead, they've been working for more high-percentage shots. And that's a good strategy. You don't want to take bad shots when you've got the lead.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. That's good from Irving.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Outside, George. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Embiid. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now that's 35 points for Joel Embiid. Walker a screen on George. To the paint. And the rejection by Giannis. Brunson kicks to Young. Inside. Here's Embiid. Oh, my, what a play.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime.
James, the pass to Curry. Young with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
Clarkson. Some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by LeBron. He was all alone on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's James. Pass to Walker. James dishes to Walker. Back to LeBron. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Embiid, no good. The West leading by 22. Here's Irving. Here's Walker. That one doesn't drop. Giannis with some nice D. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East. Giannis dunks it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And Walker kicks to LeBron. Walker is screen on Tatum. Got a piece of it. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Tatum passes to Young. Rejected by Walker.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Down low. And finished off by Walker.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Now George. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going. I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And he's good on the second. Here's James. Jokic kicks to Walker. Pass to Curry. Walker is screen on Young. And a deep three from Curry. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The East trailed by 19. And here's Young. Embiid with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Jokic passes to James. Walker with his screen for James. Pass to Jokic. LeBron dishes to Walker. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Young. Shoots it. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Curry against Young. Irving passes to Walker. Curry finds Walker. Back to Curry. Now Walker, 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 19 points.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Here's George. Jokic grabs the miss. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. Some nice passing here by the West.
Here's Walker. The second effort. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Trailing by 17. George with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Kick out to Walker. They double-team Walker. James dishes to Walker. Curry outside. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Curry's got 30 points.
This is how competitive Curry is. You got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the most valuable player